Before we jump in, let me be clear about something. This isn't about becoming an expert overnight. It's about building foundational skills that make you more effective, make you easier to work with, and make people trust you with more responsibility. These are the skills that compound in a way. And if you're starting fresh, you're not behind. You're building a new chapter. Number one, basic data skills. First skill is basic data skills, like Excel or Google Sheets. You don't necessarily need to be a data analyst, but if you can organize information, use simple formulas, have the ability to filter data, create a basic chart, you immediately become more valuable. Why? Because data helps you explain why something is happening, not just what happened. That ability alone changes how people see your work. There's a multitude of places you can find training in both Excel and Google Sheets. Free training. It'll teach you how to learn key spreadsheet skills like formula, pivot tables, dashboards, and interpreting data. This stands to make you valuable in any office role. It helps provide insight instead of raw data. Free training links, and I'll put them all down below, like Microsoft Excel Help Center, which contains multiple office tutorials. Excel Easy, which is a good free beginner guide to advanced lessons. And of course, Google Training Sheets as well, which is a great alternative to transferable skills. I'll put the link down below. Number two, clear business writing. This is one of the most underrated skills in the workplace right now. If your emails and messages are short, structured, easy to act on, people trust you more. Clear writing reduces confusion where, let's be honest, the multiple components moving in today's workplace is almost designed to create confusion. They have roles specifically designed to eliminate confusion, such as project management. But clear writing not only reduces confusion, it saves time and it creates momentum. If you're clear in your message, clear in your format, as in it's easy to digest, enough white space, and if it has a call to action, as in it's easy to act on, and it makes your audience understand exactly what the ask is, you don't need fancy words. You just need clear thought. And that's something you could practice every day. You can find free training links for clear business writings, to craft clearer, more structured emails and reports so colleagues and managers can understand your message at WorkHap. Of course, again, I'll provide the links below. Coursera has a business writing course. Purdue OWL Writing Lab has a professional writing guidance. I'll provide the links below. Number three skill, and this is probably one of the most important and also the one people are most apprehensive about. You guessed it. Public speaking fundamentals. And no, this isn't about standing on a stage. This is about explaining ideas in meetings, presenting your work, speaking without rambling or apologizing, having the right tone so that people are easier to digest your message instead of focusing on the messenger, so to speak. When you communicate clearly and calmly, people tend to listen. Confidence isn't volume, Confidence is clarity, enunciation, clear stream of thought. And clarity is a skill you can train. To build confidence and articulate ideas in meetings and presentations, not just formal speeches, you can find free training at Summarize. I'll put the link below. Toastmasters is always the top organization as far as diving into the world of public speaking. I'll put that link down below at toastmasters.org. TED Talks and public speaking playlists on YouTube so that you can take notes. Free techniques and examples so that you can see what people did right and where people might have lost the audience. Number 4, and this is a good one. Project management fundamentals. Now this is where I got my start, very early on, stationed in the military. I first did a stint in Iraq that required a lot of project management or organizational skills. Now, project management isn't just for project managers. At its core, project management is the art and science of getting things done. It's knowing what needs to happen, in what order, by when, and why it matters. People who can plan and follow through become indispensable, dependable even. And dependable people get more opportunities. You don't need a title to manage projects. You need intention. Just real quick, dependable people get more opportunities because, let's be honest, if somebody vouches for you, they want somebody they can rely on. Furthermore, people like to impress other people. And what's a better impression than providing somebody who's reliable, who can not only help somebody do a job, but exceed their expectations? That's going to make me look good. The next time I need a favor, perhaps, that person is going to remember how I not only provided somebody to help them, but provided the best person, the best addition to their organization. That's going to make that person go above and beyond for me next time I need help. Some free training links for project management basics, where you can learn how to plan, sequence tasks, and take accountability. Even on small team initiatives are again summarized. They have multiple links you can find on edx.org. First, which is the introduction to project management. Of course, Coursera is always a good one as well, but it's not free. But free, you can go to grow.google, which has Google project management certificates, and I'll put the links down below again. Number 5, and this is important because this kind of all ties in to 2 of the fundamental skills that we discussed: clear business writing and public speaking fundamentals. But with number 5, we're gonna go LinkedIn optimization. And why I say this ties into at least two of the career boosting skills that we discuss is because LinkedIn optimization, it's really about branding, right? Your LinkedIn profile is a branding mechanism that you can use to work for you, even when you're not working yourself. It should clearly answer 3 questions: who you are, what do you do, and how you add value. This isn't about bragging. It's about being understood as a brand and how that brand could help their organization. When your profile is clear, the right conversations end up finding you. Some free training links for LinkedIn optimization so you can update your headlines, summaries, and skills so recruiters find you, where you post thoughtfully to stay visible. Of course, LinkedIn Learning. It's free for a trial period, and then of course it costs money with the subscription. But LinkedIn Learning has basic tips and profile tricks you can use to make your profile stand out, or stand out in that very small percentage of profile links that do stand out. Of course, YouTube education, YouTube University is heads on above the rest. Is many free guides on how to maximize and optimize your LinkedIn profile. With that said, let's move on. Number 6, and these are skills you can learn not only in your professional capacity but in your personal capacity as well. Especially number 6. Number 6. Negotiation skills. Okay? Negotiation skills. This isn't just about negotiating your salary. Negotiation shows up in everything, from the scope of the job you're about to do, to the deadlines that you have to meet that are maybe at risk, to the priorities as far as managing multiple tasks at the same time and trying to figure out which one is more time sensitive, which one is more business impact sensitive, which one needs to be done now as opposed to can be put off a little bit too later. Negotiating the expectations when you show up for that new job and you ask the manager, how do you foresee this role as being successful? And they tell you, but you find it doesn't align with the daily objectives that need to be met overall. You can go back to your manager and you can negotiate. Listen, these expectations that you outline, they don't really fit into the daily grind of what we're doing. I've spoken to subject matter experts, and these expectations are more closely aligned for how we can make our department successful. Good negotiators reduce friction before problems even start. That's not aggression, that's leadership. And it's a skill you can learn with practice. With negotiation skills, you can improve how you advocate for yourself in workload, deadlines, salary conversations, and team alignment. You can find free training. They say audit free, but Coursera, of course, successful negotiation, essential skills, essential strategies and skills. Khan Academy, I should say, which has negotiation basics. Search for it within the economics section. And of course, YouTube University. They have, I saw a video the other day of the CIA speaking. He was on an interview, and he said, he was talking about the philosophical impact of what negotiation means. You're not only negotiation with the person, but you're negotiating with yourself, because negotiation requires a lot of, for lack of better terms, thinking on your feet. Because what you go in negotiating, when you're in that response and feedback kind of communication, your own terms might change. So be open to that. And finally, number 7, which is going to help you with 1 through 6. Number 7, time blocking plus focus. And it makes sense that this should be last, because time blocking and focus is going to help you with the previous 6. Now, most people feel overwhelmed, but if you really step back and look at it, are you really overwhelmed? Or are you just unstructured? Time blocking means deciding when important work happens before the day decides for you. When you control your calendar, you control your output. Focus isn't a personality trait. It's a system that you can put in place to maximize your time and focus. Now, time blocking and productivity, you can learn how to assign dedicated slots to your most highest impact work at a time that fits you best for when your focus is most attuned. You can find free training for time blocking tutorials, of course, YouTube University. I'll provide the links below again. You can go to Totalist Help at Todoist.com, I should say, for time management tips and a free guide. Now, these skills don't require degrees or lengthy programs, but you can build foundational capability in 30 days with focused practice and these free tools. But here's the important part. Don't try to learn all 7 at once. Pick one skill. And the great thing about it, it doesn't even necessarily have to be in order. Pick one skill that is nearest to you or that can maximize who you are right now. If you're shy, pick public speaking. It'll help bring you out of your shell so you can advocate for yourself more. If you're not good at selling yourself, pick LinkedIn optimization. That'll help you look at yourself in a more objective light and be able to maximize what value you bring to the table. If you tend to go off on diatribes and tend to just have these stream of thought writing emails, pick clear business writing. That'll help you create more structured, more aesthetically and informationally sound emails. Plus, not to mention, it'll change the way people feel when they get a message or an email from you. Instead of, I just got a message from Jason, man. Hold on, I gotta read this. It'll be, oh, yeah, 1 second. Jason, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I got him. All right, yeah. He needs such and such. I'll get to it later. But yeah, let's continue. All right, night and day. Call to action. Pick one skill. Commit to 30 days. 25 to 30 days for each skill. That's how careers actually change. Small, consistent upgrades beat massive, unfocused effort every time. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I needed to hear this, you're in the right place. This channel exists to help you understand technology, build execution skills, and move forward with intention. If that sounds like your next chapter, subscribe to New Chapter Tech for more. Hey guys, thank you for watching. We'll be making videos like this as we go on. Quality information you get will improve, I promise. Thanks for watching. Happy Friday. Until next time.